Hello everybody, we are back at it. We are at the green obelisk. And our first note. So we are going to go, there's the swamp area. We're going to go to this rock here. And we're going to go down. And you have to forgive all the trees. So there's the cliff, right? That is a cliff. Yes, the cliff is here. All right. I think. Maybe we should have gone down farther. There's another note that I believe is a Nerva note. Is that a cave? Interesting. Very interesting. That would be a cool little hideaway base. All right, but we're doing notes. There should be. A note along the cliff. He said, I believe it's a Nerva note. I am not seeing it. I think that might actually be the Nerva note. So we're going to go down here. It's right behind a rock. I just gotta find which rock. All right, I will bring you guys back when I find it. It looks like this might be a while. All right, I think I found it. So, we're on the top of this cliff. We're gonna go down. To where the cliff kind of ends right here. And this is where You'll know you're in the right place if that cave that we walked through, see, it's right here. Okay, that's how you know we're in the right place. And then what you're looking for is this big rock right here. It's a really big rock. And if you go down here,
Ichthyosaurus curiosa is a comparatively small carnivore found in the waters around the island. It is slightly larger than a human, but that's still small compared to the leviathans roaming these waters. It seems to be very interested in any creature around its size, often approaching and following humans swimming through its waters. Despite its appearance, the Ichthyosaurus is neither a fish nor an ocean mammal. Like many creatures in the waters around the island, it is actually an aquatic reptile. I can't think of a better mount for someone starting to explore the island's seas and waterways. Ichthyosaurus is a comparatively fast swimmer, and even in the wild will cozy right up to you and try to figure out what you're doing. Taming these is actually pretty easy, as they seem to love humans and will be fed and tamed without the use of violence.
yeah. You evil little compies. All right. So we are at latitude 53.4, longitude 84.5. And that should put you right on the dossier. And we are off to the next one. All right, so from this note, we are going to go this way. There should be an opening right here. Perfect. It kind of clears. You can see that note right there. I believe it's a Nerva note. You can grab that if you want. I'm not picking them up only because we're probably going to do a video on grabbing all of them. So you can see the clearing kind of goes in two different directions. We want to go this way. And we're going to get up here. All right, right here. We want those rocks kind of behind us, and we want to walk straight in. Now this one's going to take a minute to find because it is just out in the middle of the woods. So it's going to be a little difficult to find. Iguanodon, get out of the way. Do I see anything? I think we should have come to it by now, because now we're coming to a hill. All right, I'm gonna have to find it and then bring you guys back. So, because it's going to take a lot of wandering in the woods to find it exactly. All right, I think I found it. So here's the rocks that we were at. We are gonna go right here. And we are gonna follow this in. Of course, now I can't see. And there it is. It is very hard to see, but it is here. Make sure those compies I think we're free of compies.
Kairuku waitaki is an amazingly docile and friendly creature to everything but fish. Honestly, I'm not quite sure how Kairuku manages to stay populated across the island's colder climes, with the many predators stalking these frozen lands. It is weak and only has one small defensive trait. Suspended in Kairuku blubber are small, dense particles that act as a light form of armor. Adding to Kairuku's problems, a clever survivor discovered that refining Kairuku blubber, concentrating the particles in it, can yield a natural form of the same polymer utilized in advanced tribes' manufacturing processes. This has caused many tribes to hunt Kairuku extensively, a practice colloquially known as Kairu clubbing. There is no reason to tame Kairuku for combat, since they are useless at it. Still, Kairuku are regularly tamed for their cuteness and friendly nature, and the fact that their bodies run extremely hot. Just standing near Kairuku can help a survivor stay warm through long, harsh nights on the icebergs.
There we go, Kairuku. And we are at latitude 41.3, longitude 84.6. And we are off to the next one. All right, so this next one, we're at the top of that's just a T-Rex, right? Yeah. All right. So we're at the top of the mountain. Oh, there's a baby Rex. There's the green obelisk. We're gonna go down this way. You'll see ruins. We're looking for this one here. You see the bridge? There's that there. Where'd it go? I saw it. I know I saw it. Not that one. There was another one. All right, apparently I need to look for it again. That is not the one I need. There it is. All right. So we're looking for the ruins with the bridge, and you're basically going to follow them to the end, I guess.
Occupying a space in the low to middle end of the food chain, Electrophorus beluardomito is a carnivorous swimmer that feeds mostly off of shellfish and small fish. Despite its common name, it is actually a very long knife fish and not an eel. It does not provide much meat, so many predators simply leave it be. Unlike most predators, it does not use brute strength to bring down its prey, but instead releases an electrical charge around itself to knock its prey unconscious. Alone, this can take out a small creature. When attacking together, Electrophorus can even bring down the larger ocean life forms and then feed as a group. By far the most common use of Electrophorus is to subdue large ocean creatures. Knocking out a plesiosaur or other giant deep-sea leviathan can be incredibly difficult. Thus, many tribes employ small schools of Electrophorus to shock them into submission.
All right. And we are at latitude 34.2, longitude 86.6. And we are off to the next one. All right, for this next one, we are on Carno Island. And if you want to know where that is right here. Okay, and we are going to look over here, and the fog has settled in, but there's a cliff right above my wings. Right there. We're going to head straight for it. All right, and you're going to see two clearings, one up there, one over here. We're going to take this one. And what we're kind of looking for is, you see how this kind of comes out and then it dips in and then comes back out? That's what we're aiming for. We want right here, right before it starts to dip back in. And we're going to walk straight in. It's not going to take much. Of course, now that I said that, you watch, I'm going to pass it up. It was right here.
Presiding almost
There it
solely
is.
within the island swamps, Diplocaulus natatori nutrix is a small amphibian that primarily eats minor fish. It rounds out what I consider to be the middle bottom of the ecosystem, feeding on the tinier, non-insect creatures of the island, while itself being a common snack for the larger carnivores. Because so many creatures prey on it, Diplocaulus has become very skittish and often flees at the first sign of trouble. It uses its amphibious nature to escape into whichever environment its predator isn't native to. Diplocaulus' unique capability to retain vast quantities of oxygen allows it to effectively remain submerged for hours at a time, usually outlasting even other amphibious creatures that might otherwise prey upon it. There are only a few uses for tamed Diplocaulus. It is primarily kept for the rather disgusting practice of employing a Diplocaulus as an oxygen bag. Diplocaulus stores air in the bladders of its head, and divers can suck from these bladders to take deep breaths while submerged, supporting long-term underwater exploration without the use of external gear. Surprisingly, Diplocaulus is also extremely efficient when it comes to hunting trilobites.
All right, so the hardest part about this why do I hear things? Oh, it was hyenodons. And a saber-tooth, apparently. So the hardest part about this note, see there it is because it's hiding in bamboo. That makes it very difficult to find. But here it is, latitude 23.8, longitude 88. And that'll put you right on it, and it is literally like surrounded by bamboo. So you'll probably walk right over it like I did. Off to the next one. All right, so the easiest way to find the next one is we're on the top of the mountain. Giga Mountain, I think is what we called this one. But anyway, so there's Carno Island off in the distance, and we're looking for that stupid. All right, and we're looking for that right here. You see that little island right there? And this little dip right here? That's what we're looking for. And we're gonna go straight down the mountain. Gotta take your time and look around because I know we're getting close. Is it over here more? It was right around here. Where is it? All right, where did I? It was right here. Honest. There it is. All right, so it's right there. And again, I'm gonna go up and give you a look. See, there's that thing we were headed to. And where did it go? I just had it. See, See how difficult that is, or how easy it is to lose it? Oh my word. Where? We had it. All right, now it's getting dark. All right, when I find it again, I'll bring you guys back, but it is right here. All right, I found it again. Just took me a second.
Like the Carnotaurus, Baryonyx aquafulguar is a large carnivore, but not large enough to rival the island's apex predators. While not as powerful as some deep-sea predators or Spinosaurus, Baryonyx is an extremely fast swimmer who is still sufficiently nimble enough to threaten most creatures on the island. And yet, despite being a fast, dangerous dinosaur, Baryonyx almost exclusively consumes fish and other water dwellers. The highly specific metabolism of Baryonyx seems to allow it to heal wounds almost preternaturally fast after feeding on nutritious fish meat. Perhaps this is why Baryonyx rarely attacks land animals. Baryonyx's natural affinity for aquatic predation means that once tamed, it learns to kill ocean dwellers even more efficiently. Between its speed and its power, Baryonyx makes an ideal choice for anyone interested in frequently moving between water and land travel, and who values speed and agility over raw strength.
All right. There we go. Oh. Before I forget, we are at latitude 26.7, longitude 82.8. And that should put you right on the Baryonyx dossier. All right, off to the next one. All right, our next note, there's Carno Island. We're gonna come up this river. Whee! All right, there's right where it turns, you can see the rocks. There's this rock here, and we're gonna go right over here. Can you see it right there? What is that? Oh, it's a T-Rex. So again, hiding in the bamboo. Is it quiet? Okay. Nope, that's the T-Rex. Is he coming for me? Or is he gonna behave? that we've dealt with that. Now we can get back to the dossier. All right. So it's hiding in the bamboo here.
Dimetrodon calorecta is a much calmer predator than most on the island. Because it lives off smaller prey than humans, it generally ignores anything much larger than a coelacanth. Dimetrodon is one of the few carnivores on the island that could be classified as reasonably friendly in the wild. The sail on Dimetrodon's back is an especially fascinating thing. It can be angled to provide shade from the sun and allows Dimetrodon to disperse heat more quickly. The inner workings of the sail can also restrict blood flow in the creature to hold in excessive heat. Together, these two traits allow Dimetrodon to comfortably survive in any climate, though they are most commonly found in the swamplands, which are rich in prey. If Dimetrodon was a bit larger or didn't have that massive sail, it would make a decent mount. However, its main use to survivors is to utilize the sail's insulating capabilities. Just being near Dimetrodon gives excellent protection from both heat and cold, which has saved my life through more than one ice blizzard in the frozen Northlands.
There we go. And we are at latitude 24.9, longitude 78.2. And we are off to the next one. All right, again, we are on Carno Island. Oh, and there's a baby raptor. Hi, baby raptor. All right, we're facing the mainland. You can see that big mountain right there. And when we turn around here, you're gonna see that spike right here. Okay, and we're gonna come follow. You can see this ridge I'm kind of following. And we are right here. Hopefully I don't get eaten.
What magic created the Scarabeei gigas, I cannot say. What I can say is that this creature is a perfect symbiont for advanced human tribes. Coprophagic, it eats mostly useless waste, feces. It metabolizes this waste into a more refined waste product, along with an oily byproduct. The oily byproduct is chemically the same as the oil found in the oceans around the island. Somehow, Scarabeei converts feces into oil. If that wasn't reason enough to worship the Scarabeei, the refined waste product is almost identical to fertilizer from a compost bin. Scarabeei makes me think humans have been on the island for a long time. Why else would a creature evolve to be such a perfect pet? Most tribes jealously protect their Scarabeei, whom are handily tamed with the skilled use of some well-handled feces. These wondrous little organic biofactories are truly a sustainable, green, eco-friendly source of resources for living off the land. Oil becomes gas, which is generator fuel. Fertilizer means crops, which is human fuel. The Scarabeei can power all aspects of island life.
There we go. And this is at latitude 10.9, longitude 90.8. And now we are off to the next one. All right, so from the one we were just at, if we hit the coast and travel along it, there should be, as we're going along, okay, there's the snow mountain. Let's grab this over here. Huh. I don't know. All right. But that puts us right on the note I was looking for. So you see the mountain, the snow mountain, and it's just this little, right in the edge of the water.
Beelzebufo palucocus is the largest frog I've ever seen. Almost impossibly large. It can actually fit a full on its back, though just barely. This is a dangerous prospect, though, as secretions from Beelzebufo's skin and saliva have a narcotic effect on most creatures. Not surprisingly, Beelzebufo is adept at killing insects. Its lengthy tongue allows it to quickly grab prey from afar, killing most insects near instantly and quickly digesting them. It even combines the narcotic chemicals in its mouth with the insect's chitin to create a specialized sticky substance. Tamed Beelzebufo make for strange mounts for strange people. Many tribes don't believe there's any reason to ride them, but some enjoy the ability to take large vertical hops up huge walls and cliffs. Regardless of how it's ridden, Beelzebufo is almost employed for its ability to quickly cull insects and convert them into always useful cementing paste.
All right, and there we go on that one. And we are at latitude 9, longitude 86.6. And we are off to the next one. All right, this next one, from the bufo thing, you see that ledge right out there above my antennas? We are heading that direction. Huey, that wasn't very nice. Right in everyone's face. All right. And up here. Okay, no, it's right here. There should be a pillar. There it is. And right next to the pillar.
The fact that this creature exists is enough to give me nightmares. Like the island's other arthropods, Arthropluera felsanguis has become much larger than I might have believed possible. It's a very aggressive hunter, but prefers to eat meat after it has rotted for some time, and will voraciously seek out such delicacies. Arthropluera's blood has a very low pH, to the point that it can dissolve many materials. This acidic blood splashes back on anything that directly attacks it, weakening the durability of weapons and hurting attackers. Many creatures thusly refuse to prey on Arthropluera, fearing this unique defense. If that wasn't enough, Arthropluera also keeps a small reservoir of blood ready to spit at its prey. Like most of the arthropods on the island, Arthropluera is simple-minded and relatively easy to tame. It is an almost entirely military mount, useful mostly for attacking at a distance. Thanks to its unique defenses, whether hunting or warring, Arthropluera is generally safe from all but the largest of creatures.
All right. And that is at 8.3 latitude and 72.2 longitude. And we are off to the next one. All right, so that is Carno Island. And this is the river going inland. And what we're looking for is the entrance to the hidden lake. So we're going to go till we hit this curve, and we're going to go right in. Where's it at? Yep. It's right in here. You can see and what we're looking for is these rocks right here. So it's a nice little rock bridge. We're going to look over here to our right. Where is it? Should be here. Is that it? I didn't think it was this far. I don't think this is it.
Castoroides is a large mammalian herbivore that tends to live near water. Unlike other larger beaver species, this one retains the chisel-shaped teeth of modern beavers. As is typical for beavers, they build dams as habitats, but the larger creatures on the island have a tendency to trample them. As a result, finding unsullied dams in the wild is quite rare. Castoroides itself doesn't seem to realise how dangerous the island is. I don't know if it's simply too dumb to notice the dangers, or if it just doesn't care. But Castoroides happily goes about its day, playing in the water and gnawing on wood. The value of a tamed Castoroides is obvious from its physiology. The creature naturally gathers wood extremely efficiently, far more than most species on the island. It's not the strongest creature, so it can only carry limited amounts, but it is a natural lumberjack.
All right, so it wasn't the one I was looking for, but it is one that we need. So there we go. It is at latitude 20.9, longitude 75.4. And we will go to find the next one. Wrong button. Okay, so now I'm back at that little rock bridge heading into the hidden lake. And the one we were looking for, if you face the hidden lake, go off to the right, it is literally right here. Right there.
Dimorphodon equiseca is another of the island's Jekyll and Hyde creatures. It is normally passive, sometimes even friendly. When provoked, it becomes very aggressive. Even against larger creatures it has no business fighting, often to its own fatal end. Dimorphodon can make short work of smaller opponents, however, due to its large, but lightweight skull and teeth. Barely over 1 meter tall, Dimorphodon should be low on the food chain, but its incredible speed and surprisingly strong bite make it fairly dangerous, especially en masse, as they tend to attack in groups. A flock of angry or hungry Dimorphodon can take down prey several times their size, so survivors should take care not to hunt near where a flock is gathered. Dimorphodon is one of the creatures on the island that is easily domesticated for companionship, but its use in combat is also quite clear. It will hunt in large groups to seek out enemy dino riders directly, harassing them to no end, regardless of the might of their mount.
There we go. And this is at latitude 22.7, longitude 74. And we are off to the next one. All right, this one is not easy. So we are at the top of this mountain, right here. We got the snow mountain there. We are facing the river and that mountain. And we are going to look. This one's like out in the middle of the woods. There's not much. So facing that, turns, I would say almost face the river coming in. See, there's the opening. Make just a small turn in and come in. And then follow this down. You'll see this big rock. You know you're going the right way. And keep coming straight down. It is wooded. So here's a little clearing, apparently, with all these rocks. So if you see this area, 2966 are the coordinates. Okay, come down to the little clearing they have. I hear raptors and big baddies. All right, any other big baddies that want to come get me?
Thylacoleo fertimorsus is a large, powerful marsupial that can often be found hunting around the trees among the island's redwoods. Its long claws and semi-opposable digits make it an apt climber, a quality that Thylacoleo uses to its advantage while hunting. It clambers up large trees and waits to ambush passing prey by pouncing upon them. When something that large jumps onto a target, the victim becomes stunned and doesn't stand much of a chance. Thylacoleo's most notable fighting quality is its powerful jaws. Once it bites its prey, it locks its jaw in an iron grip that can hold most smaller creatures in place. Thylacoleo then goes on to savage its prey with its sharp claws. If it needs to escape from a fight, Thylacoleo uses its muscular hind legs to jump back to safety among the trees. Thylacoleo is a moderately strong mount, and its ability to climb trees and jump long distances makes it useful for traversal. As such, developing tribes often tame it. Small raiding parties particularly favour Thylacoleo, as it is well suited to ambushes and unfair fights.
There we go. And this is at 29.5 latitude, 68.9 longitude. And like I said, it's really hard to find. It's literally like in the middle of the woods. well, in orienteering we call them handrails. There isn't very many handrails, visual things to lead you to it, but it's there. And we will probably make this the end of our part 3 video, and I will see you all next time.